of the Renaissance Communications Incorporated, Johnson Batoma anchoring in the headlines for being in detention over the statutory period. Over 39 pre-trial detainees' freedom have been restored from the Monrovia Central Prison. Opposition Congress for Democratic Change describes as counterproductive the recent dismissal of 9 employees of the Monrovia City Corporation as the UP government promised to address the unemployment crisis in Liberia. Officers of Liberia National Police fall in hot water as Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman calls on citizens to report on videotape officers involved in explosion, says corruption must be minimized. Of the home front, the BBC is reporting the French court has seized 3 jets owned by the Nigerian government amid a long-standing dispute with a Chinese company. These, including many more, the actual voices of the newsmakers, the news bulletin, are all packaged on today's edition of the program News Desk. Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited are our two sponsors on the program. We'll take this break to be back. Many thanks for rejoining us at this point. We join Hansen Decker, who will read for us the news bulletin. Good evening, Hansen.
Good evening, Johnson. Good evening to all. About 39 pre-trial detainees have been released from the Monrovia Central Prison. They were released on Thursday by the resident judge of Criminal Court A due to prosecuting lawyers' failure to prosecute beyond the statutory period. Judge Roosevelt released, according to RCI judicial correspondent, Sector Chapter 18, Section 18.2 of the Criminal Procedure Law as its reliance to restore the 39 suspects' freedom. Though the law gives defense and prosecuting lawyers similar rights on motion to dismiss charges against people who have been overstayed in prison. It also allows the court to superstino, meaning to act on its own without any party's request. Our judicial correspondent further said that the 39 pre-trial detainees have been in prison since 2009 without litigation, which violates their rights under the law of Liberia. But detainees' charges range from simple assault, aggravated assault, murder, armed robbery, and manslaughter. The Secretary General of the Opposition Congress for Democratic Change, Jefferson Koji, has described the recent dismissal of 9 employees of the Monrovia City Corporation, as counterproductive to addressing the unemployment crisis in Liberia. The former Monrovia City mayor said the move undermines the fundamental pillar of President Bouakar's campaign promise to rescue Liberia through the provision of job opportunities for the younger generation of the country. Recently, the Monrovia City government dismissed 9 employees of the MCC who are believed to be strong supporters of the opposition CDC for allegedly insulting the president and other officials of the government through the social media. But responding to the dismissal in a Facebook post, the former Monrovia City mayor's boss stated that the action of the current mayor to dismiss 9 employees grossly undercuts the UP's free speech agenda, job creation, and an art of suppressing critical voices. The CDC executive lamented that the dismissal of individuals he referred to as innocent Liberians on grounds of social media posts is an auto political target against not just those dismissed but their wives and children. Coding is quoted as saying, "It would interest you to note that the current superintendent of Montserrat County, Warren Bryan, a good friend and brother of mine, worked as public relations officer in the implot of MCC while working with him as he served as United Party Youth Chairperson and operationalized his party mandates. Additionally, a passionate young female, Madam Asata Dukley, who was also strong supporter of the United Party, also worked for the MCC on his watch. Jefferson Koji has therefore urged the dismissed Liberians to seek asylum outside the country, adding that seeking recourse would not work in the court of law under the UP-led government. In a related development, the opposition Liberia People Democratic Party has termed as unconstitutional the dismissal of 9 civil servants by the Monrovia City Corporation. LPDP maintained that dismissing Liberian citizens for expressing their opinions against the manner in which the country is being governed is wrong, and such action should not have been contemplated by the UP government. At the same time, the opposition Liberia People Democratic Party says, as Liberians, particularly political and civil rights organizations, they are yet to comprehend what they described as shocking waves of missteps in policy decisions, encroachment on the rule of law, and infringement on fundamental rights to free speech that was upheld by the past administration. LPDP, through a press release, believes that some Liberians are disappointed and grieving over the deliberate and unlawful action of the Civil Service Agency boss Josiah Jukai by depriving some Liberians from enjoying their constitutional rights under Article 18 of the 1986 Constitution by the dismissal action against those the party referred to as peaceful Liberians. The release lamented that it is unacceptable and dangerous to the democracy and peaceful coexistence of the country's socio-political diversity, adding that if it was wrong yesterday, it is also wrong today. Meanwhile, the LPDP is calling on President Joseph Boakai to urgently take siege of the matter and reinstate the affected government employees who have been dismissed for criticizing President Boakai and his officials. According to the LPDP release, the instructions from the CSA boss Josiah Jikat is extreme and could label him intolerant to alternative views, which is an anti-democratic rule. The LPDP release said, considering the concerns raised, the party is calling on the legislature to put aside partisan ideology and exercise the protection and upholding the Constitution of Liberia through their legislative power. Police Inspector General Colonel Gregory Coleman has continued his community policing engagement with stakeholders and citizens in Bangabong County and Saclapia Nema County, respectively. Speaking at the Bomb Athletic and Social Intellectual Center after a grand parade, the LMP boss urged citizens to report officers who demand money at the charge of quotas for case registration. During a large forum at the Vanguard Administrative Building, RG Common commended the citizens of Bong County for their assistance in helping the LMP arrest criminals in how to reach areas within the county. He promised to prioritize members of the Community Watch Forum who have been dedicated in their service for recruitment into the next batch of the Liberia National Police. Additionally, in Nima County, the LMP boss encouraged residents of Circle P to report or videotape officers involved in alleged extortion of money from the citizens to the Professional Standards Division of the Liberia National Police. That's part of the Police Inspector General statement as a news has observed that the salaries of officers of the LMP is below 150 United States dollars. The event in both counties were attended by members of the Community Watch Forum, county officials, market leaders, physically challenged, and youth leaders, among others. A 1 year, 6 month old child has been found in Bosei Town, Nema County, after she went missing for several days. According to RCA Nema County correspondent, the child was found in a sugarcane farm, healthy and safe after residents of the area launched a search operation. Our correspondent said the child was reportedly missing after she and her father and stepmother have gone on the farm. Young Flomosel residents of the area greeted the news of finding of the missing child with excitement. The management of Houston Liberia has denied media reports of the outsourcing of the Dusa Hospital by the company. The clarification is in relation to unconfirmed report that the Firestone Rubber Company has given Dusa Hospital to a private company from South Africa. RCA Lower Magiwi County correspondent quoted Firestone Company Human Resource Director as denying the report, saying the outsourcing exercise cannot be done in secret. ArcelorMittal Liberia has donated a 40-foot container full of medical supplies and equipment to the Liberia Government Hospital in Grand Bassa County, making the presentation on behalf of the company. ArcelorMittal Chief Medical Officer Dr. Garfi Williams said the donation is intended to buttress the healthcare delivery system of the county. Dr. Williams said one of the company's top priorities is to ensure quality healthcare delivery is provided to communities that fall within the direct operation of the company. According to him, the donation would not only be restricted to Grand Bassa, instead other parts of the country where the company is operating. Speaking on behalf of the Bassa Legislative Caucus, Grand Bassa County District 3 Representative Matthew Joe praised ArcelorMittal for the donation and assured the company that the materials will be used for the intended purpose. In another development, the head of external relations and sustainability at ArcelorMittal Liberia has alarmed over consistent damage of the railroad in the county. Marcus Willis said although the company used the railroad to transport its product, but believe that the citizens are direct owner of the facility. According to him, it will be prudent for the citizens to always channel their grievances in a perspective rather than damaging the railroad once they are aggrieved. Blair added that the money the company will spend to repair the damaged railroad can be used to improve the health, education, and road development in the county. Former Assistant Commissioner of Police Amos Afanso Pepe has officially taken over as Director of the Morris City Police. Speaking Friday at the ceremony, Director Pepe pointed reform as top priority on his agenda. Director Amos Pepe promised to rebrand the city police aimed at regaining the public trust. The former police commissioner said this will be achieved through collaborations with the Liberia National Police and other entities by providing training and opportunities and at the same time seeking the welfare of the officers. Others appointed are Colonel Patrick Cole, Deputy Director for Operations, and Divine Shaman, Deputy Director for Administration. Speaking earlier, Moreover City Mayor John Siafa said the appointment of PB comes after several consultations with hierarchies of the Liberia National Police, including former Police Director Chris Massaquoi and RG Gregory Coleman. Mayor Siafa noted that restructuring the Moreover City Police is key, aimed at giving the public confidence that the city police is a professional organization. The Moreover City Mayor urged the people leadership to serve with diligence, describing reform as crucial to the city government. And away from Liberia, the BBC is reporting a French court has seized three jets owned by the Nigerian government amid a long-standing dispute with a Chinese company. The row stems from a 2000 contract between Zhongxin French Industrial Investment in Nigeria's southwestern Ogun State to develop a free trade zone where a massive industrial park was to be developed to attract investors. The agreement was terminated between 2015 and 2016, according to the Financial Times. Zhongxin said it was forced out of the deal through a campaign of illegal acts. The authorities in Nigeria have fiercely condemned the seizure of its planes, suggesting Zhongxin had a sole objective of undercutting and scamming an African government. A total of three presidential planes have been grounded in France after Zhongxin obtained orders from the Judicial Court of Paris. The planes were receiving routine maintenance at the time, Nigeria's government said. Well, Johnson, that's the news bulletin. The foreign development is back to you.
Many thanks for rejoining us. The Bulletin of News is a regular feature here on the News Desk program Thanks to Hinsin Deka for the reading of the news bulletin. If you're just joining us in one of our top developments for being in detention or the statutory period, about 39 pre-trial detainees' freedom have been restored from the Monrovia Central Prison. Let's bring you our first development on the program. A 1 year, 6 month old child has been found in Boise town, Nima County, after she went missing for several days. According to our Nima County correspondent, the child was found in a sugarcane farm, healthy and safe after residents in the area launched a search operation. Our CR Nima County correspondent is Jan Flomo. He has more on this development.
Wogabi, a mother or a stepmother, Helena Moses, they work on the farm. The farm is roughly 1 hour distance walk away from Flowback Town. It is called Bosey. So her father, being a contractor, he was contracted to go and tap rubber for somebody. So the baby, the stepmother, and the father, they went in the rubber farm. While tapping the rubber, to their utmost surprise, this little child was nowhere to be found. Same Tuesday, this whole Tuesday, we're talking about Friday. And so little Helen Kabi was in session Tuesday, Wednesday. It was Thursday yesterday that this baby was found in a sugarcane farm in the same Flumba region. And healthy, very clean, no mark, nothing. As I could say, she had been catered to for the past 2 days. So after we amazing, she was paid for yesterday in the same regions in Boston around Flumba.
Was there anyone found around the area where this baby was found?
Well, nothing at all. According to report, this baby was found in the sugarcane farm. The owner of the sugarcane farm has gone on the farm while entering in the sugarcane farm. According to report, this is how you have this young baby, 1 year, 6 month old baby, saying Papa, Papa. And so the guy was confused or they trying to see what happened when he went to search for this baby. According to report, in the sugarcane farm, calling and crying. And so he left the child there, came in the village, told the people that went by and saw that yes, it was this Helen Kabi who went missing Tuesday, and she was the one in the smoking farm. Now, she was taken at the Flowback clinic. As far as the report is concerned, nothing, no scratch on the baby, no any implication, nothing. She's healthy, she's very clean. The same way they were on the farm, the same clothes, clean, everything. As if to say she was being cared to where somebody being a place on there. That's the explanation part of it. That's the surprise part of it. That today, the people of Flowback themselves cannot get over. Yesterday, the whole town, there was a complete jubilation.
Jan Flomo is RCR Nima County correspondent with that development. Former Assistant Commissioner of Police Amos Afonso Pebe has officially taken over as Director of the Monrovia City Police. Speaking Friday at the ceremony, Director Pebe pointed out reform as top priority on his agenda. Director Amos Pebe promised to rebrand the city police aimed at regaining the public trust. The former police commander said this will be achieved through collaboration with the Liberian National Police and other entities by providing training and opportunities and at the same time seeking the welfare of the officers.
Today is a beautiful time. Lamia, thank you for the opportunity. The reform first of the we don't want to take much of the time, we're going to say, well, actions speak louder than words. The first and foremost in Liberia, West Africa, and the chair in Liberia for reform, Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan will train you in a particular project, you are in the project pool. So when they need you, when you send me back, you're in the project pool. Slave your deed. 2 months ago, I was in Gambia. Gambia went there to do the reform. The Gambia Fire Service. You know what do? We did the reform, we did the process. The issue is you got institution, you got a rebrand the institution, you got Dagla over there. Like Dagla, rebrand, and celebrate the institution over the into the public. And that's why we do. Everything that comes before you, on the day you are born, is a target, then you work towards. You know what they are going to do. What do you bring? I bring change. I bring change. I bring value. I bring integrity to the police. You see change. You see value. You see the place at the headquarters. Few days from now, you come by and you see different things. One is probably new, one is supposed to be new, one is the content, most of the content is new like that. Yes, indeed, the Moravian City Police have changed to bring value and integrity to the public.
Amos Bebe is former Assistant Commissioner of Police, now the Director of the Monrovia City Police. There speaking earlier, Monrovia City Mayor John Safa said the appointment of Bebe came after several consultations with hierarchies of the Liberia National Police, including former Police Director Chris Masakwe and RG Gregory Como. Mayor Safa noted that restructuring the city police is key in giving the public confidence that the city police is a professional organization.
We understand the police have had a number of challenges. The public has also had a number of challenges. There have been complaints from inside, from you, logistics, and supplies. There's been complaints from outside, from the public, the way some of the police treats the residents. Look at all of this. It says we need to do something about reforming the police so that we can have a new image. So that when people see the Monrovia City Police, they respect you for who you are and what you are supposed to be there for. Reform is a process. It's not an event. It goes over time. People will come, people will watch, people will go. It will be vetted, it will be reviewed. Yes, I'm the mayor, but this is a security issue. Security issue needs to be dealt with by security people. So I have liaised with the senior security people in the country to help us to move this process forward. I'm happy to announce to you that in this process, we have engaged the Liberia National Police to assist us with the reform of the Monrovia City Police. So it's not just the mayor. We are working closely also with former Director of Police, Councillor Clarence Bassakwe, who is also our special senior advisor for public safety. I think you know these people, right? Yes, sir. Everybody have no Gregor Former? So there will be a time that he will come. The Liberia National Police, the director, has seconded to us and to someone else. This is the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Alfonso Pepe. This man was not handpicked by me. This man was recommended by the Liberia National Police to come here, be seconded here as our new director of city police and to do that. He will be taking over from the outgoing director. The outgoing director is still a part of the team because we are setting up the public safety division that the Honorable Clarence Masakwe is trying to structure for us. He will be a senior technical person advising our committee because he has worked here for many years and he has a long history and he understands what's going on. So don't see him, he has moved up to a different level to work. But when it comes to police business, we'll work with the commissioner here as your new director of police. We have also made some other appointments to build a team to move forward. I also want to introduce to you Mr. Divan Sharma, who will be a deputy director for administration. Mr. Ho will be a new director for operations. We are looking for support for the police, and we start to build the police force more. I will depend on the leadership and the guardians, the Liberia National Police of Honorable Masakwe will come back to make those official announcements. But we start with the practical team on ground and all other positions that will come later on. I will depend on them to work as a team, to restructure the police, and make sure we start to do what we need to do. Like I said, police business, I give it to police people.
He is John Safa. He is the mayor of the city of Monrovia. Speaking, meanwhile, the former director of police of Monrovia City Police, Thomas Gawo, who also was elevated to the position of senior advisor, thanked Mayor Safa for the opportunity to serve in his position. Gao, who bragged about some gains made at the city police under his watch, has vowed to diligently work with the current administration for the vibrancy of the city police.
I appreciate the effort. It's not about City Hall, it's about the greater Liberia tomorrow. Now, I'm so happy bringing somebody in that I worked with before the Liberia National Police. So it tells me that we are all one family. And listen up. It's all about the reform, all about discipline, and Father says, it's all about obey, and obey. Because at the end of the day, we always celebrate and line our chest that we have achieved our goal. And I want to be clear on this goal. Once a corner, always a corner. It's a saying that the old soldiers don't leave in the barrack. Once for them, one says a code and a code. One man live on necessity. They are aimed for them raw obligation. You cannot get food in your mouth and blow fire. It is not false. But Honorable John Charles Safa to elevate me. No, not related to him, but because of church of respect. So I owe you all form of respect and loyalty until I can retire with the planet end. God knows the police are still back and partial of faith. Me as an inspector of police, I refer to as my former position. But the other expressing now, one person I worked with before doing the Unity Party government at the time. So we are all one flash, all on the same flag, and we are on our application to execute our command and control. On this note, on the waste of time, let me again say thank you. I appreciate the effort and the promotion. I want to use it as a symbolic turn over to my big brother and friend, not just director, not the title. Because at the time when I appointed my reserve and Liberia National Police, I came here and accepted 65 years or 3,500 Liberian dollars. I was not there because of the salary or the position. I was just because I wanted to rebrand the city police. I have no regret. And that's why I took the city police from up to today. But I want you to understand, there will be a path for somebody to pick up from. And I want you to use it also as a stepping stone to improve your educational status and your security achievement. I'm going to use this as a 10 over note and present to you the badge of the 500 001 and also the 10 over the radio with the new call sign Unit 500. I say thank you, God bless you, with God bless you. And we wait by the grace and instruction of the Almighty God.
Thomas Gao is the former director of police at the Monrovia City Police. They're speaking earlier on. Heard the voice of the mayor of the city of Monrovia, John Siafa, and the new director of police, that's Amos Alfonso PB, taking over officially at the entity. ArcelorMittal Liberia has donated a 40-foot container full of medical supplies and equipment to the Liberian Government Hospital in Buchanan, Grand-Bassa County. Making the presentation on behalf of the company, AML Chief Medical Officer Dr. Garfi Williams said the donation is intended to portray the healthcare delivery system of the country.
Our basic role is to ensure that services are provided to communities that are close to our work, whether it is the mine, the rail, or communities where we work in live. So this plan was to identify facilities. So this is not only restricted to Grand-Bassa. We also have similar donations for Lima County, the G.W. Harley Hospital, and several clinics, including 2 clinics in Grand-Bassa, Isaac Angela, and the Bassa Care Clinic. So we've identified those facilities since we consolidated in coordination with the county team. We identify all those facilities and we begin to engage them as early as 2023 January. The process involved, first of all, sharing with the county team a list of equipment and supplies that they do not have in their warehouse. So none of the things we have in here were decided by us. Everything was determined by the end user. So previously we had like the wedding guy here, and we had Tom and Mom, we sat with them, and a few things there are electrical materials. And so we agree that because of the fact that they're using 110 voltage, we'll provide transformers. So you also see every equipment that is electronic or electrical has a accompanying transformer to make sure it works. That's why we don't have a problem with going up. So this process, like I said, has been going on for quite a long time. What we have here is a mixture of everything, and to be transparent, we share the manifest with them. So we're proud today, on behalf of our CEO, on behalf of our partner, Project Q, to make this donation to the Liberian Government Hospital, to the people of Grand-Bassa, and the people of Liberia, who will be the direct beneficiaries of the equipment and supplies that we have here.
On behalf of ArcelorMittal, I'd like to present this 40-foot container of medical supplies, which include everything from beddings to surgical gloves, equipment, and a whole long list. How many items there are? Over 200 plus items and counting, and of different nature, of course.
Dr. Garfi Williams is the Chief Medical Officer of ArcelorMittal Liberia there, making a donation. Speaking on behalf of the Grand-Bassa County Legislative Caucus, Grand-Bassa County District 3 Representative Matthew Joe praised ArcelorMittal Liberia for the donation and assured the company that the materials will be used for its intended purpose.
We want to say a very big thank you to ArcelorMittal and the donors provided this for Grand-Bassa County. We know that our people will be very happy if we get it new. And I want to assure ArcelorMittal that these are things our people actually want the company to do. These are things we wish for. Because as Mark already said, we are in partners. And in partnership is give and take. So we actually look forward to ArcelorMittal to actually provide, always give to our people, and we are giving back to them through our iron ore. And as we said, this is not the first time we are observing the construction of the new hospital. They are doing in partner with the Liberian government. That is actually what's good for our people, because we are then wishing for a new facility, because this facility was built way back being used as a referral hospital. People from Rivers, San, they are all come here. So we know that when that facility is completed, more of this will come from ArcelorMittal. There will need a lot of equipment, medical equipment, to make that place to be equipped and will be able to serve our people. So again, we want to say thank you very much. We look forward, like you said, that the CEO want to meet with us. We also look forward to meeting with the new CEO. There are many things that we want to discuss with the CEO that will promote the image of this country, that will strengthen the relationship between ArcelorMittal and that of our people. We want to say thank you very much. Cocoa Cheers have been here for years, so it also told me to extend their thanks and appreciation to the company for the huge donation. We appreciate it. And we want to assure you that the hospital want to use this and for the intended purpose that people will benefit from that. So I want to say again, thank you very much. We look forward to you in receiving more.
He is Grand Bassa County District 3 Representative Matthew Joe, the representative, the County Legislative Caucus, and earlier on heard the voice of Dr. Garfi Williams. He is the Chief Medical Officer of ArcelorMittal Liberia. They're donating a 40-foot container full of medical supplies to the government hospital in Grand Bassa County. In another development, the head of external relations and sustainability at ArcelorMittal Liberia has alarmed over consistent damage of the roadway in the county. Marcus Wule said, although the company used the roadway to transport its product, but believe that the citizens are direct owner of the facility.
The vandalization of the company's assets by people who have grievances against the company. We are proud to say that we are a leader in supporting the Liberia's healthcare sector. We were leading. We were the first company to donate to the COVID efforts. Even we were the first company to also donate to the Ebola effort. Leadership role that we play at that time helped Liberia to mobilize resources across many countries through the Ebola private sector mobilization committee. We were the first to bring a concentrator in this country. We're doing this because we are here for Liberia. And we value the way the people of Liberia has held this company. So we are happy to be doing this. The CEO wants me to tell you that all of this will not be possible if we have daily disruption to the business. The company is owned by ArcelorMittal and the government of Liberia. Many people don't know this. So the time it would take when people get angry and they damage the railroad, the money it would take to go and fix the railroad, that money we should be spending on our community development effort. The time it would take to go and discuss things and try and protest all issues that can be discussed and harmonized amicably will be time taken away to find more ideas to bring more things for our county. So we want to urge all Liberians, whatever grievance you have against anybody associated with ArcelorMittal, it is your company. Be constructive. The more constructive we are, the more time we will have to live in peace and you protect the investment. The railroad is Liberia's asset, does not belong to ArcelorMittal. We are only managing it. We are renting. This is our landlord. So we beg everybody, talk to each other so we can have more donations. ArcelorMittal is the largest contributor to revenue in terms of our tax payments in this country, and we don't take that for granted. There are more things coming. The expansion of our operations going on. Very soon, toward the end of the year, we will have one of the first ever in this region concentrator, very modern, where we'll be enriching Liberia's iron ore so we can get more money.
Marcus Wule is ArcelorMittal head of external relations and sustainability. They're talking about the destruction of the roadway in the county. The management of Firestone Liberia has denied media reports of the outsourcing of the Dusa Hospital by the company. The clarification is in relation to unconfirmed report that the Firestone Rubber Company has given Dusa Hospital to a private company from South Africa. RCR Lower Margibi County correspondent quoted Firestone Company Human Resource Director as denying the report, saying the outsourcing exercise cannot be done in secret. RCR Lower Margibi County correspondent is Elwin Keto.
Okay, so in the wake of Okokwan report linking the first management to an agreement that led to the outsourcing of these cameras, User Hospital, the company through a human resource department said that it had not outsourced User Hospital. The director for human resource also be their mobile phone composition this afternoon clarified that the company's outsourcing exercise cannot be done in secret. So if User Hospital was being outsourced, it would have been made known to the public. She said those portions of the farm that would be outsourced by the first management are not in hiding. In recent times, there have been reports that the first management has given the User Hospital to a public company from South Africa to run it. But the statement this afternoon from the Human Resources Department actually put the entire argument to bed that hospital has not been outsourced to anyone. Yeah, sometime last week, people were like, wow, I mean, that cannot be true because the hospital is inconsistent with or inconformity with the agreement that's with the government. So to have it outsourced, it would have been possible. And so it went wow until today we confirmed it from the Human Resource Department, and she said, no, the hospital cannot be outsourced and they have not been outsourced to anyone.
Edwin Keto is RCR Lower Maggie County correspondent with that development taking us home on today's edition of the program News Desk. But as we take leave of you, a recap of our major developments. For Benny detention or the statutory period, about 39 pre-trial detainees freedom have been restored from the Monroe River Central Prison. Opposition Congress for Democratic Change describes as counterproductive the recent dismissal of 9 employees of the Monroe River City Corporation as the UP government promised to address the issue of unemployment in Liberia. Officers of the Liberian National Police in hot water as Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman calls on citizens to recall or report or videotape officers involved in the explosion, says corruption must be minimized. Of the home front, the BBC is reporting a French court has seized 3 jets owned by the Nigerian government amid a long-standing dispute with a Chinese company. We'd love to say many thanks to our writers, contributors, correspondents for making today's edition of the program resources. Thanks to Hensin Deka who brought for us the news bulletin. Daniel Soni Sarah controlled and produced our sound. Thanks to Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited for their sponsorship. I'm Johnson Batoma. Good night.
Truth FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia. This station rules the nation.
Whoa, I said, my son,